Hello, all. In a world where technology is developing at a very fast rate, the designers or the companies basically are coming up with equipments or systems or devices which can perform complex operations, and this actually is turning the electronics inside these equipments to be very complex, performing multiple operations at the same time. So one important thing we can say is we are trying to crunch more electronics into the PCBs in a small form factors in order to reduce the equipment PCB sizes and hence the system sizes. So one word we can say basically is we are designing more complex systems. And then another important point is these equipments or systems or devices are turning wireless day by day. So if you hear a system which doesn't have a wireless today, you might be thinking of an idea to turn into a wireless and remotely monitor or whatever. So you are increasing the radiations in the space, right, by turning into wireless. So two major things which are happening in our day-to-day technology improvements, right? Now what happens is these devices, when we make them complex, when we turn them into wireless um, devices, these guys have to operate in a environment which is populated with many other such devices or different devices which are emitting the radiations, right? So it is becoming highly populated environment around where interoperability is becoming a very big challenge. So ultimately, the role of electronics engineers just not depends on designing a system, it also has to design a system such that it should work in these populated conditions. Now when we talk about these populated environment, and especially from the electronics design perspective, we have to mainly talk about two terms. One is called emissions and the other one is called the immunity. So what is this? Emissions, very clear, right? Straightforward. It's basically the emissions that are coming out of the wireless devices, the RF emissions. And then immunity is a very simple English word, right? Where the devices have to be or have to operate under these highly populated environment we are talking. So and the effect of these external environment must be very less on the systems we design. So they must have very high immunity, but in the real world, the problem is we are having increased emissions and reduced immunity, which is where the EMIMC considerations are very important and which need to be considered to design a successful system. So in our videos, in future videos, we will be talking about the EMIMC considerations, the standards which are applicable to particular domains, and what are the cares that need to be taken in the design as well as in the PCB, in the system level, and we'll be explaining how to make systems more immune, like increasing the immunity. Okay, so thank you, and please like and subscribe to our channel.